sat down to do a reading and I got up and came back. There's a big fat Currawong sitting 2 meters away from me, just staring at me. It's amazing how spirit shows up. What's the message? Strength. Maybe this collective, you're having to call on strength at the moment. The world. 5 of Wands in reverse. This collective, there's a certain situation either that you're approaching or you've just completed where you didn't respond out of ego. I think you've responded courageously. I think you've responded respectfully. It's okay. And it was weird. Before I sat down, I was thinking about religion and faith and spirituality, and I was thinking about the household that I grew up in. I come from a Christian household, but my parents are more people of faith, and I'm very lucky for that because their belief system, I grew up in a household where our individual belief systems were our own and not something to impart on other people. It's funny, I didn't know why I was thinking about that, but this is what this feels like. It feels like this collective, you've had courage to kind of stand your ground in not an egotistical way, but this is a energy of agreeing to disagree and not needing to win, not needing to have the last say, just kind of sitting there very, I don't want to say humbly, but you know, confidence is not loud. Confidence is very quiet. And for this collective, this feels like it does feel like you've kind of closed something out, but it feels very respectful. And it feels like the true representation of confidence in who you are. And whether people agree with you or disagree with you, it doesn't matter anymore. I think there is, I think this collective, you have found what it is to have true confidence. This collective, you're no longer responding out of a need for control, no longer responding from a place of ego. This is, there's maturity in this collective, in whatever it is that you're facing right now. What others think of us, yeah, I think this collective, you're prioritizing your peace, prioritizing your balance in life. What people think of us is none of our business. It's not something we can control. At the end of the day, most important thing is, do you like what you see when you look in the mirror? Are you proud of who you are at the end of the day and the actions that you took that day? That's all you can control. And this collective, maybe once upon a time, not being able to control the narrative or not being able to control what other people thought of you, really would have thrown you into a tailspin. Maybe this collective, you're a recovered people pleaser. This is growth. This is growth. Magician, talking about control. Magician and the 4 of Pentacles. This collective, there is a realization that control, the need to hold on so tightly, it gets in the way of your manifestations. It gets in the way of what it is that you want to create in your life. And this collective, there is a realization of maybe certain elements of behavior that are no longer serving you. And I will just say, yeah, things that have been holding you back, it takes time. It takes time, a lot of time, to break a pattern of behavior. It can take years. It can take years to truly be able to, I'm just hearing the word diluting. I think this collective, there is finally something that has kind of naturally released from you. And it feels okay. Where before, when you try and force something, when you try and break a habit, really forcefully, it feels for this collective doing it that way would have actually been reinforcing the pattern of behavior that you were trying to release. But this collective, there's a natural acceptance now. You've broken a pattern of wounded behavior. Nine of Pentacles. This collective, you're radiating. This is true confidence. This is true confidence. This collective is stepping into the true meaning of power. Maybe this collective, you are a born leader. And it's almost like they needed to make sure you were the right version of yourself in order to lead, in order to navigate the next chapter of your life, in order to perhaps guide others in your life. This is beautiful. Anything else that this collective needs to receive, please, Spirit? Five of Cups trying to jump out. Queen of Cups. Power, compassion, kindness, healing. This collective, you're healing.